Honestly, it's like having walls out with them.
I'm letting you know what I mean? I'm recording. It sort of changes when you know that.
Yeah, when you're
it's better sometimes not to tell someone you're recording.
Mate, can you say?
So you've been together for around how long? Doesn't have to be exact.
Yeah, 14 years, mate, 14 years.
Did you ever think it will end up like this? Did you imagine in your someday in the past when you were living together, did you think it will end up the way it's ended up?
Not of. If I knew it was going to happen, you wouldn't get married. But through the marriage, no, man, it just happened like so, boom, so sudden.
Were you ever in a position where do you want to answer it or they can answer it?
No, it's alright. It's just another one of those phone calls you don't want to take.
Were you ever in a position where you could overpower her via the law, for example? I mean, were you in a... do you have kids?
3 kids.
3 kids. 3 boys. For example, I know some guys that have had the chance where the kids were with them and they could have just fled, taken the kids away from the mother, and most of them would know that they'd have to go through court. It'd be nearly impossible for her to get the kids back until a long time through the family court process system. Have you ever been in a situation where you had that power?
Yeah, I did. I actually, she kept the kids away from me for about 2 months.
Okay.
And the first opportunity I got to have 3 more boys together, I took them and said to her, "You're not getting the kids back right now."
Okay.
And until I go through court.
All right.
And of course she threatened me through court, but I played my cards a little bit right and got 3 more boys together one day, and as soon as I had them in the car, I told her they're my kids too. I'll get a fair share of them too, you know. Kept them with me for about 10 days. My parents came back from overseas. And within those 10 days, she played all these lovey-dovey, I'm sorry, whatever. I knew the game was getting played. But at the same time...
Did you feel sorry for her?
No, well, I never felt sorry for her. I felt sorry for my kids.
Okay, all right.
Because the amount of stress and pain she put me through, not having seen my kids for over a 2 months period, I don't care what she felt. If she had feelings, she would not let me go through that. For the sake of the kids, not me, don't worry about me, the kids, don't let the kids go through that.
Yeah.
My 10-year-old son is so attached to me, unbelievable. I'd come from work, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, he'll be awake, waiting for me on that front door till I open my door every single night. For me to go and speak to my son...
Is he your eldest?
No, he's the second one.
Okay.
My eldest one's a little bit sick. He's good, but he's a little bit sick. The 4-year-old is just an innocent little kid. What is he? He doesn't know what's going on. You buy him a lolly, he loves you. She buys him a lolly, he loves her. It's very simple.
Okay.
My 10-year-old, too close. For me to speak to my 10-year-old son after he's been with his mum for 10 days and turn around and give me a cold shoulder and tells me I don't like you no more. No.
Yeah, we all know what that is. That's coaching. We know that's coaching. You know what I mean? A lot of people will just turn around. I've experienced this myself, and they'll give you that look of I wonder why. What happened there? I personally believe they know, especially females. I'm just letting you know because I want you to understand that I know it's not your fault. Because I've been through this myself, and they make it out like they don't know. You know, when you tell them, it's the mother's been coaching, and I can prove it, and they even give you a look like, "Oh, are you sure?"
You know that, I know that, they know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But come on, you know, getting that kid saying that to you kills you, man.
Yeah.
It kills you,
Yeah.
mate. It's you know what? Put a gun to my head. Do whatever you want. Torture me for days, years, whatever. But that word that came out of his mouth, that sentence that came out of his mouth, it killed me. Like it killed me.
Where he said he doesn't like it.
And I couldn't say nothing to a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I couldn't say nothing but turn around and
Do you,
just tell him to walk.
do you feel, I mean, are your kids with you now?
No.
What happened? I mean, they were with you. You said that they were with you.
My parents came back from overseas and they were here for a couple of days. The kids were with me, living with my mum's parents, and Dad came up to me and said to me, you know, don't you think the kids it's a bit hard for you to take care of your kids? I looked at him, I said to him, you took care of 9. Obviously you and my mum did. Let's split it in half. That's
4.5 kids
4.5 kids each.
Yeah, I get you. So, yeah.
What's going to be hard about me having 3 boys?
Theoretically, yeah, I get you.
You know, I'm a father. They're my kids.
Did you have anyone also there to assist you anyway?
I didn't need anyone.
But
I had a lot of help offered.
So if you needed help, you had help.
I had a lot of help offered.
Cool, yeah.
I got 3 sisters. I got
Okay.
sister-in-law that lived.
Because a lot of people, you know what the problem is here? A lot of people tend to think like, oh, how can a man look after the kids? I mean, I know I can look after my kids on my own. I've done it before. But then, you know, like I turn around and look. But then even if I couldn't look after my kids totally, I can get plenty of assistance. I mean, that's why I put that question to you.
There's a lot of it. Well, what do you think a woman gets when she separates?
Oh, yeah.
Government give her everything she wants.
That's you're right.
So what's the difference?
And she's got family too.
And she's got family.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
they give her they give her more money than I have to go work my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
6 days a week.
Yeah. Do you think that's right?
Come on, man, you'll be an idiot if you do.
Okay, we know it's not right.
Well, you know
what happens when the balance of, let's just even call it power. Let's just even give it a name, call it power. At the end of the day, you have people that are in a running race. The person that comes first because he's faster. The person that comes second because he was not as fast as the first. What I'm trying to say is, when you're earning whatever it is that you're earning, X amount being, for example, $1,000, and she's either staying at home, kids are in school, hanging out with whether it be family or friends, it's irrespective. Where she can earn as much as you just from a handout that's coming from the government, when you're really winning that race, you're supposed to be the one that's coming first, but she's been giving the trophy for coming first, her paycheck.
We know everything.
Do you think that is fair? What happens to the dynamics?
I'll answer that question.
Did that affect the dynamics in your family, in your opinion?
How about you put yourself in a 100-meter sprint with only 2 of you running, okay?
Yeah.
2 of you take off.
Yeah.
You cross the line first. And they turn around and give the other person the trophy. How would you feel?
I feel appalled. It's actually depressing. Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
It's like you're putting all your effort in. You know what I mean? But then that's just simplifying it, breaking it down to a fucking race. Here you are, you're working, God knows how many hours a week, you know what I mean? You know why you're working, you have in your mind, you have this obligation, you got children, you know what I mean? And there's a reward, you're expecting there to be a reward at the end of the tunnel. And then just to be told, you know, you're not going to see your kids again. I mean, that's fucked up, you know what I mean? I mean, that's not the particular point we're talking about the other point regarding what we're given. And you're working to get X amount and she's just getting X amount, which could be the same or a little bit more, or even if it's a little bit less. It's just a handout. It's just a handout.
On top of that, I have to work 2 days to give her money to support the kids.
Oh, so you've got the phone call?
Or
you got a phone call or letters?
Oh, the phone call came.
You got the phone call, okay.
And for some reason it had to be a female to call me. Of course, every phone call was from a female.
I got it,
and you know,
just for the record.
He was an
asshole.
How aggressive they get.
He was a white knight.
they turn against you from the first word. As soon as you go hello, they're on your back anyway.
Yeah.
But no, I looked at it this way. I have to pay child support 2 days of my wages. Well, that's what they wanted anyway. They get nothing like that. For her to sit on her ass, with the government supporting her, backing her all the way, and you know they back them all the way.
Yeah, I know that.
And on top of it, I have to work, give her money, and not see my fucking kids at the same fucking time.
Doesn't make sense. Does not make sense.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
If every marriage has potentially got the same outcome as yours and mine, potentially, and every marriage potentially can fail. I'm not talking about statistics here, I'm not talking about statistics, but we know that every marriage has the potential to fail and have all these bad outcomes. We know that the government the game is rigged. It's rigged against men. Do you feel like it's viable to get married? Is it worth getting married?
No chance in hell. Now, I gave a woman 14, 15, close to 15 years of my time, of my life. Yeah. I ran. I had sleepless weeks, running three restaurants at once. Yeah. And you know, and you've seen, 14 years. And she turned around in a split fucking second and took off. 14 fucking years.
Yeah, I mean, I used to come to the shop, I remember 11, like we're talking about late nights here, sometimes even 12 with my cousin, I remember, yeah. So,
I used to get home at 5 o'clock every morning.
Yeah, I remember I've stayed up there. I'd rock up about sometimes say 11 or 12 and stay there after we've eaten and hang out there, have a coffee at 1:30, maybe 2.
For her to pack up and walk out with the kids because she couldn't handle it. Yeah. But that fucking dickhead of a husband of yours that's running around 7 days a week, 16, 17 hours a fucking day.
What for? Yeah, it's like, it's not worth it. It's
not.
That's my opinion.
How the fuck do you expect me, if I gave 14 years of my life to one woman, how the fuck do you expect me now to give any other woman 1 second of my time?
Alright, so would you get married again?
No chance.
Okay. That's one.
Like I said, I would not give any woman 1 second of my time.
I'll be honest with you, it makes me happy to know that. But what you choose to do, I'm just letting you know, it's your life and you do whatever you want. For me, I actually get happy because I'm straight up MGTOW. You know what I mean? I've told you what MGTOW is, I've given you the rundown. There's a very important question I want to ask you. If I can't remember right now, I'll get back to it. But I can't remember it right now. It was on the tip of my mind. It's a really important question. Okay, this is it. You've always looked at her as your partner, as your wife. Right now in your life, do you look at her as a friend or an enemy? This is a very important question.
Okay, I'll answer this.
Right now, at this specific moment in your life.
I'll tell you what, the word friend, the only friend you can have is a dog. The most loyal thing in the world.
Okay.
Loyal, dog, friend, that's about it. If you had a friend, if I was your friend, for instance, me and you had a little argument, okay? Whatever it is, got a bit serious. You turn around and call the cops, call the police on me.
Yeah.
Take me to court.
Well, hang on. Step at a time.
I'll answer this question.
Okay. We know that doing that is a dog act anyway.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. Like,
would I become your enemy, or would you
that's a total enemy.
So I've answered your question there. Yeah. Without me saying anything. Your question.
But how do you view that? Do you view her? So you do view her as an enemy?
Someone taking me to court.
All right.
Someone's calling the police on me.
I'll tell you what happens. A lot of men. What happens in these circumstances is, she's the mother of their children and they still have that sympathy. She's, with me for example, I know another male, I'll tell you something. For me, being thrown under the bus, she's tried to get me done with child sexual molestation. They come back unsubstantiated in their disclosure. So that didn't get anywhere. The police know she gave a false statement, they didn't charge her. They did charge her for biting and for common assault, only because I filmed what really did occur, and they still put an AVO against me. Yet they charge her. Now, because she got charged, she had a court case. I'm just showing you what I was put through. Now, and then about my friend, which connects the emotional attachment, which will make sense when I finish this. And then when she had to go to court, where the police were charging her so that she can which she was charged, so she can be convicted by a magistrate. When she was in a witness box, she gave, again, another false statement, trying to get sympathy from the magistrate, and she did because the magistrate was a female and she was a feminist all over. I could tell by the way she was cut, her hair was cut, the way she walked, the way she dressed, the way she talked, everything. Feminist, top to bottom. She didn't convict her. She didn't convict her. So she's tried to get me with all these false charges. I don't think that's being thrown under the bus. I think that's being thrown under buses. She's my enemy. She is my enemy. I know that for a fact. The string of false allegations she's thrown against me that didn't work in her favour, but yeah, she's still got my kids and I haven't seen my kids. A very similar scenario my friend has gone through. I won't mention his name. He doesn't. He lives. We went to school together. I think you might even know his family. Yet he still feels sorry for her. He still has empathy for her.
You know why? Because he's a fucking weak person, buddy.
He's weak.
Very weak.
Okay. Yeah.
It's weakness.
All right.
You're not a man. You're not a fucking man.
But she's the mother of his kids.
But big deal. You're a father. Okay. You're a father of those kids too.
That's right. Yeah.
It's not all about her.
Okay.
When's he going to snap out of it and think about him?
Yeah. And the ones that they deem so important, the children.
The children.
I mean, which is always breaking the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. Maybe the back of his mind is still going, I don't want the kids to fail, because 99, I can't even say 99%, I'll tell you 100% of kids from broken families fail. Fail in this society, they fail. Okay.
You can't sit there and say, I'm going to be Mrs. whatever, and I'm going to raise these kids, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Without a father, you're a good fucking luck, woman.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Fucking luck.
I totally agree. I find that hilarious in the sense where these single mothers think that they can actually
this doesn't come from them. This doesn't come from them on their own.
Yeah.
It comes from the fucking pussy that's around them too.
Yeah.
That whisper in the ear, and you can do it without a man, you can do it without this, you can do it without a man. Only the reason why they do that, because that fucking bitch that's telling them that is going through the same thing.
Yeah, fem talk.
And not only that, she's depressed, I'll depress her with me.
Yeah, bring it down.
Fuck him, he's a this, he's
herd
a that,
mentality
he's a that.
as well, yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they screw themselves up.
Yeah.
Where are they going to run? They've already tried running back.
Yeah.
But I'm a fucking man. Once a woman does something once, she's a fucking woman. She'll do it again.
Oh, really? She's a female. I'm not going to say female.
No, I'm not going to say woman. Woman's a big word because there's not many women around.
Femme. She's a femme.
Well, she's whatever they want.
Well, we can't because they're no longer ladylike. I mean, that's being thrown out the window.
Oh, that's definitely gone straight out the window. But going back to the question you asked me about the kids, my dad actually told me to take the kids back to their mum.
Yeah.
Because what happened is he's gone over there and spoke to her, and I'll never keep the kids away.
So wait, your father, is he from a traditional mindset?
Old school,
traditional,
very traditional,
cultural,
old school, worries. Always thinking that we'll get them back together because of the kids.
Yeah.
It's all about what they want. He's
a traditionalist.
That's it. All right, it's not how you're feeling or how she's feeling.
You consider yourself being a traditionalist?
No chance.
Okay. All right.
No, you got to move on.
Right. If I just thought it's important so that people can understand.
If the government's going to move on, we've got to move on with them. If they want to move on with the women, we've got to go against them.
Yeah.
Can't go with them.
Yeah.
If they gave it 50-50 or they're down the line with us, we'll cop it on the chin.
50-50.
We don't get that.
To be honest with you, for me, I'm not only I'm MGTOW. I'm just, you got to understand. For me, bait and switch. I believe that even if the government offered and implemented 50-50, even we're going to give you men more, 75-25. For me, I will always remain MGTOW. I will never get married, and I'll tell you why.
No,
I just got to make this really clear because the government has done this before. Lone fathers, men's rights movement in Australia, worked very hard, and they gave men worked, to get men some more rights. But then the government switched a few years later on, you know what I mean, which really gave us hope, which was really false hope. So they pretty much manipulated us. I just had to make that really clear, so you know I'm not the type of person. That's MRA talk, what you're saying. MRA, men's rights activist. I'm not even there.
No.
You know what I mean?
My answer was based on kids, not
Yeah.
her. She means nothing.
Okay. So what happened? So your father?
My father comes up to me, says to me, I want to take the 4-year-old back to his mother.
Okay. Your youngest?
Youngest one.
Okay.
So, you know, I respect my dad a lot. I respect my dad. My dad, 37 years old, brother, and my dad, if he looks at me, I put my head down. It's my dad.
Yeah.
And that's the way I want my kids to be as well. He said to me, I'm going to take the 4-year-old back to his mother. No worries, Dad. If that makes you happy, not a problem. There you go. Take him. The other two stayed with me, 13 and 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Dad went up, dropped him off, whatever, had a chat, and came back home. And he goes to me, tomorrow I'm going to take the other two. I go, no chance. He goes, I'm taking the other two. I go, Dad, look, as much as I respect you, I love you, you're my father, but this is the way it's going to happen. You pick up these two kids, you take them there, I ain't seen my kids again. For a long time. No, I've already spoken to them, this, that, we've had a good chat. I go, don't forget you're speaking to a fucking woman.
Yeah.
Do you understand who you're talking to? You're
So you knew
I-
that she's manipulated your father.
I knew that.
And she was going to put him into a trap.
Exactly, and I knew it was, and I knew it set up, I knew everything.
Okay.
But I sat back and I promised myself something. I would never, ever, ever go against my dad's words.
Okay.
So I put him in the car. I said to him, here they are. Take them.
Okay.
Do you want to take the kids? Take them. But I'm telling you, as soon as you start that car and you drive away, I ain't seen my kids for a long time.
Okay.
But you can take them. You can make that decision from now. It's going to take you 20 minutes to 25 minutes to get there. If any time you feel that you're doing the wrong thing,
You can come back.
turn around and come back.
Yeah.
I sat outside. I sat outside the house for a while. As soon as it passed 40 minutes, I knew my dad was coming without the kids. And my dad rocked up without the kids. And when he turned up, he said to me, it was on a Wednesday afternoon, a Wednesday evening. And he said to me, Saturday you go over and pick up your kids. I go, it's not happening. He goes, yes it is. I go, it's not happening. I go, don't be stupid, Dad. It's not fucking happening. That was a month and a half ago, brother. I still haven't seen my kids.
So you haven't seen your kids for pretty much 6 weeks.
Yeah, I still haven't seen my kids. And it was only last night, and I had enough. Staying at my parents' place, still respected him, never questioned him, you know, and all. And last night he got to me. He fucking got to me. He got to me. I was cleaning up one of the rooms, and I bought my son one of those Ben 10 watches, and I've got his name engraved inside it, and the other two boys, and I picked it up, and I just held the watch in my phone.
That's the watch I saw, which you have with you. You carry it around with you.
It's in my blinker switch in my car. So every time I touch that
It reminds
blinker,
you of your son.
I'm touching my son, my kids.
Yeah.
They can't move me, so I'm touching. Every time I put my blinker on, I'm touching my kids. It was around my kids' wrist. Anyway, last night he got to me, and I said to my dad, I'm packing up my stuff, and I'm moving out. I'm moving on. I'm out of here. He went crazy. I said to him, why are you going crazy, Dad? It hurts that your son's moving out. He went nuts. I said to him, doesn't matter. I'm only one. I've got 3 outside that I don't see. One's not going to hurt you as much as 3.
I've got to ask you something here. Did you say that out of revenge?
Out of what I felt, mate.
So you didn't say out of revenge. It was just a spur of the moment thing. You're just saying how you felt. All right,
exactly
good.
how
That's
I
good.
feel.
That's good. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah.
You'll be
just
a coward. You'll be a coward and an absolute big scumbag if you can't feel for your own kids. You know, doesn't matter what you are. If you can't have feelings for your kids, it got to me.
Yeah.
And I said to my dad, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
What would you like to tell someone if they said that men don't have feelings? What would you like to tell someone that says fathers don't have feelings? What would you like to say to that someone?
What I would like to say or what I would like to do?
No, forget about what would you. What would you like?
What would you know what I'll do?
I do. And I'm not, because I've had that before.
What I'd say?
It's funny.
I don't know.
The person that said that to me had a 9-month-old boy, a baby, in a pram, and she's talking to me about, that was about a year ago. She was working at her parents' cafeteria.
I said to you, men haven't got feelings.
No, I'm saying, what would you say to a female that said to you, if a female turned around and said to you that she believes fathers don't have feelings?
What I'd say to her, you know, the first thing will pop into my head, what to say to her is, fuck, I'm pretty sure you had a cock in your cunt to get a fucking kid. Didn't you feel that? That's probably what would come out of my mouth.
I'm going to have to cut that out. I'm going to definitely have to cut that out. That's funny.
That's exactly what I'll probably say to her, but I'd probably say to her, I don't know what I'd say to a woman.
Would you recommend any men these days, would you recommend them getting married? I mean, how many, is this becoming common, do you think? Is it just because...
How about I'll tell you I've met about 15 new people in the last 3 weeks.
Alright, hang on, you just said new people.
People I haven't met before through work, through my new job, through customers that come in and having a chat over the phone to clients and the rest of it.
So these are new people?
New people I've never met before.
Okay.
Let's just say 10.
Alright.
8 of them will go through a divorce.
Far out.
8 of them will go through a divorce. 8.
Yeah.
So would you think I would go over to some guy that's never been married and say to him, you know what, it's a good thing? It's not a fucking good thing.
It is fucking heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, and when men have kids, they're used as collateral. And it fucking hurts, mate. It really hurts. It's fucking sad, man. I mean, it's hard to explain to men that haven't gone through it. I mean, before we're talking to Mr. T.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's a clown.
Yeah, he doesn't have a clue.
He's a clown. He's a bloke that sits there and...
Doesn't have a clue. I used to think he had a bit of hope, you know what I mean? Thinking he was probably like a purple pillar, but...
No, don't worry about him.
He's got a long way to go. Some people need to get burnt to taste the red pill, man.
Look...
I mean, maybe I was one of those people, you know what I mean? I think I probably was. I'm happy where I am now. It's been for me about 19, maybe 20 months. I've come a long way. I'm getting a lot stronger. I'm actually content as well. I do get, you know, spurs of happiness and stuff like that. It does get better. It's fucking tough. I know what you're going through right now is one of the toughest times. It's critical, man.
To be honest with you, it's been 5 months or so. I'm a strong person, mate. I'm a very, very strong person.
So this whole, you said before, it's been 6 weeks. So it's been 6 weeks you haven't seen your kids, but the ups and downs and all the dramas have been going for 5 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, there was a time of 2 months where I didn't see him. I seen him for 1 weekend.
Okay.
Took him for 10 days.
All right.
And then after that, I gave her a taste.
It's been a roller coaster.
I gave her a taste of her own medicine.
It's been a roller coaster.
I gave her a taste of her own medicine, just for her to know that today you've got the kids. Tomorrow you might not have them.
Yeah.
This is how it's gonna feel.
Yeah.
Here's 10 days without your kids. This is how it's gonna feel.
Yeah.
Now, you can feel what we're going through. Taste it. I have never seen that woman speak to me in such a respectable way, such a well-mannered. You think that woman was someone else
When the kids were with you?
when the kids were with me.
Okay, alright.
But
So she had a mask.
oh
She must have had a
yeah,
mask on.
she played.
Put on
and you know what?
the lady
and I
mask,
played the
yeah.
game with
Okay,
her.
alright.
I played the game with her. But one thing I didn't do, what she done to me for 2 months, is no contact whatsoever.
Okay, so when you had the kids, you still had contact with her?
When I had the kids, I
Okay.
made sure they called her.
Yeah, okay.
I made sure. They
Which is
spoke to
it's
the
a
mum.
very healthy thing for the
For
children.
them,
of
for the
course.
kids, not for her.
Specifically for the kids, yeah.
Not for her. It's all about the kids.
Yeah.
Don't forget this. Everything is about the kids.
Yeah,
If they looked at it that way,
yeah. You mean women here?
Women,
Yeah.
government,
Government
more than
ain't
women.
gonna
Don't
give
worry
a
about
shit.
women because women are controlled by government.
Yeah, state revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
First thing they do is pick up the phone and call legal aid or whatever it is, and they tell them this is what you do, not what you should do. This is what you have to do.
Yeah. Legislation.
Yeah. They open the books up straight away. I think if one of those donkeys picked up that phone and didn't open the fucking law book straight away and said over the phone to her, listen, maybe you should go back and give your husband a call and try to sort it out before you
Resolve,
go.
yeah.
Or resolve it.
Yeah.
None of them do that.
Yeah, no, they don't.
It's all about the dollars. It's all about the papers. But they don't care who's suffering in the back. They don't even care about the woman. To be honest with you.
Do you have any established plans? I mean, do you have a direction? I mean, it doesn't have to be solid or concrete, but I mean, is everything just a question mark? Is everything in the air right now for you?
It was in the air, but you know, after she actually opened the court case, went to the family court, things have done a backflip with me. Now it's all about.
So this is the point of no return for you.
Oh, definitely.
She's gone too far.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Did you ever expect that she'd go that far?
No.
Okay.
No chance. But then again, women.
Yeah.
What else can you say?
Yeah, but
Me, my life right now.
But you obviously couldn't say that before your experience.
I know you couldn't.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Because you wouldn't expect that.
No, not from a woman. No, not from her, not from her. But then again, every man says the same thing. Not from her. We all think we had the best of the best, but they're all the same. So, my plans, what plans I've got, man, my whole life is going to be based on my kids. I don't need another woman.
Yep.
I need to look after myself.
Yeah.
But the rest of my life is about them.
Yeah.
It has to be. I want it to be. It's got to be. At the end of the day, if I want the kids to turn around and say, you know, my father is a father. Doesn't matter who kept me away from him, my father done his job. And let my kids.
What about your happiness in all of this? Is this what makes you happy? Is this part of the objective?
Yeah, well, this is the way she's made me happy. Make sense?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, for me, yes. I'll tell you why, because I didn't know. Now I know clearly. At the time when I was living with my now ex, now I look back in hindsight and that was the most fucking miserable life that I didn't want to live, yet I was still living. And for me now to be away from her, I've got to be straight out honest. I've said it before, I'm content now. I'm putting paper together, I'm making a bit of money, you know what I mean? Even if I was just to save and budget, I don't even need to, you know what I mean? I spend only on myself. I know it sounds selfish, but if I want to, I can save for my children, get them a piece of land, block of land, whatever, you know, it just makes me feel a bit better. Doing my own thing. I've bought a quadcopter, I've bought a hexacopter. I've actually got 2 quadcopters, one of them is just a cheapie, I don't include it. My hexacopter's worth $2.5 grand, and I'm loving life, you know what I mean? So, if I was still with her, I wouldn't have any happiness. Now I pursue my own happiness.
I like that. You know, it reminded me of a movie called Pursuit of Happiness with
Will Smith.
Will Smith and his little boy. It's actually his real boy in that movie. Man, they made a movie about it. Maybe they should sit there and fucking put that in court and watch it. About how a woman walks away and throws a kid to a man and how he pursues his happiness.
I forgot that movie. Is that how it started?
That's what the movie's about.
Serious?
And I've watched that movie.
So he, you know, I gotta rewatch.
You've got to watch that movie.
I gotta rewatch.
You know, I'm surprised they even let that movie out.
Okay.
If you really think about it.
I haven't watched that movie. The last movie I did watch reminded me of my ex. To be honest with you, my ex was a lot worse. Sandman.
Predator?
No, it's Sandman put a video about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, just about this psychopath that faked her own death. I forgot the name of the movie. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. Anyway, it's not that relevant right now. But I'll look out for that.
Yeah, it's a nice little movie to watch. You know, it's.
All right. Is there anything else you want to add?
Oh, yeah.
Look, there can always be a part 2. That's okay. You know what I mean?
That's fine. But
if there's anything you want to add, just go for it, man. If you want to give anyone any recommendations,
just, you know what?
Get something off your chest.
Every man that's going through this, fucking just, you know what? Stay strong, brother.
Stay strong.
Stay strong, because who laughs at you? There's a saying. Just try to remember.
He who laughs last, laughs best.
Who laughs?
He who laughs last.
Yeah, who laughs best? Yeah. Of course. But you know what?
That's right. That's right. Especially when they hit the wall, mate.
If every man got together and fucking pushed, we'll push them over the cliff, man.
Yeah.
They'll be pushed over the cliff. You'll have women running around pulling their hair out. Where the hell are these men?
Yeah.
What have we done?
Where have all the good men gone?
What have
Where they
we
all
done?
whinge. Yeah, and it's all their fault. They've pushed us away.
What have we done?
Yeah.
And it's happening now.
Yeah.
It's happening. You know, you pick up a phone or you meet a girl and you be the biggest asshole to her.
Yeah.
The biggest fucking asshole to her.
Yeah.
She'll kiss your feet.
Like that girl that you met at work.
Yeah,
you grabbed her face. Yeah, that's so fucking true.
I have been one of the biggest fucking assholes to this one girl.
And this is obviously very recent.
Very recent. Yeah. You know, just to see how they really are out there.
Like a little experiment.
You know? I'm telling you, one fucking hell of an asshole I've been.
Yeah.
Like, if a woman spoke to me like that.
But that's obviously not you. I mean,
no.
Probably
I'm just, you know,
I know.
Give them a little taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
And just to see, like, you know, what they're really on about.
Yeah.
You be nice, they jump all over you. You be nice, they fucking jump even more.
It's like you're confirming suspicions.
Yeah, but, okay, woman, if I'm treating you like that now, would you cop it for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
No fucking chance in hell.
Yeah.
No way. But you know what? There's going to come a time where if you're a man without a dick, they'll still want you.
Yeah, as a utility.
Because they're not going to be able to get anyone.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not going to have that comfort because all the good guys get screwed over.
Yeah.
And you know what there's an old saying, you know, Dad used to say it to me, you know, a donkey walks straight, it falls into a hole. Same path again, second time he walks in that hole, he falls in the same hole.
Yeah.
The third time, he fucking walks around it.
Yeah.
A donkey.
Yeah.
So come on man, we're not donkeys.
Yeah.
You fall into a hole the first time and you get out of that hole, you're gonna make sure you're not gonna fucking fall in that hole the second time.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's so true. That's so true.
I would not, and I'll tell every person that's gonna hear this, I would not give any fucking woman one more second of my time.
That's it. Yeah, I'm like that too, bro. I'm like that.
I might go through pain for 1 year, but I'll be relaxed after that. She'll be relaxed for this year, but she'll be in pain for the rest of her life.